Hi, my name is John. I'm from PreDDS.net, and welcome to the second installment of making a pre-dental club blog or website. So, in the last tutorial, we made a couple pages, and let's take a look at what those pages look like. So the event page, we made this like a teal color. We also made the sealant day a header 1, which is bigger text. And we also made a club members page, so let's check that out. And our club members page displayed perfectly. So now I'm going to show you how to change the widgets on your site. The widgets are basically tools that help increase the functionality of your site. Like you can add a calendar, you can add a search bar, you can add recent posts. All those are pre-made widgets that you can add to your site. And they're located here on the side and down. And you can add like as many widgets as you want on this sidebar here. And also on the footer you can add widgets as well. We have a post widget already here. This shows all your recent posts, and your calendar just shows your calendar. So let's change your widget section. So we're going to go to the Appearance tab and click on the drop down menu, click on Widgets. So our primary widget area is where our calendar is. So we're going to add another widget there. We're going to add a links widget. We're going to save it. And we're going to add a Meta widget. And what the Meta widget does is it allows you to log into your website. So we're going to save that. And it also lets you access the control panel for your website. And we're also going to add another footer widget here. And we're going to add a search bar. And we're going to name it search. And we're going to save it. So let's look at what those widgets look like. So we're going to refresh this page. Alright, so we added the links, which is named blog roll for some odd reason. And we added the login section, which is named login, which showed right below that. And then we also added in the footer widget area a search button, which showed up here. So there are a lot of widgets, and you can add more widgets by installing more plugins. So I encourage you to experiment with these widgets and try to find what each widget does and add more widgets. So now I'm going to show you how to install plugins. So plugins are tools to enhance the functionality of your site. There are plugins to change the font of your website. There are plugins to speed up your website, to catch it is what they call it. There are plugins to protect your website from spam. There are plugins to add really cool calendars to your site. There are plugins to add slideshows to your site. And on PreDDS.net we have a lot of plugins here. And we have a wide variety of plugins for you to choose from. You can't add your own yet, but if you want a plugin on this list, just email me and I'll add it in for you. I have quite a few. So first we're going to add a plugin here. So I'm going to add the Add to Any Share Bookmark and Email plugin. And I'm going to press activate. And once you activate a plugin, usually it appears on the settings menu. And I activated the Add to Any Share Bookmark and Email button, and it showed up here in the settings menu. So sometimes your plugin won't show up in the settings menu and you need to search these menus for it. but we're lucky it showed up there. And with this we can add different buttons to our pages. Each plugin is different, each configuration is different. You just have to play around with it and try to figure out what each plugin does. So now what I'm going to do is show you how to change the static page of your website. So your website is predds.net / whatever you choose. And what it goes to is your post page. And your post page is really useful as maybe like a news page for your website, or recent additions to your website. And how you add a post is here in the post section, and you type in and you click on add new. So I'm going to add a post. I'm going to say hi, and this is a tutorial. And I just published it. So now we're going to refresh this page. As you can see, on our post page, it got added in there. So let's just say we didn't want our post page to be our static front page. When we go to predds.net / your club name, you don't want the post page to be there. Well, we can change that. All we have to do is go to the settings menu and go to reading. And we're going to change our front page. So basically our front page is predds.net / whatever page you chose. So let's change that, and we can change it to a static page, which is one of the pages we made. And we're going to change it to the events page that we made. And we're going to save the changes. So now, when we press F5, or when we refresh the page, it goes to the events page, which is pretty cool. So that is actually, we have one more thing that I would like to show you real quick. And most themes, you can change the header. So what I usually do is I do a Google image search, and I search for a picture that I really like, and I crop it in the amount it tells me to. And I go into Paint, I add a couple words like Pre-Dental Club website on here, and I upload it in this area. And in this area you can make a banner for your website, but I'm not going to show you how to do that in this tutorial. I'll just show you that you can change the banner. So I'm going to change it to this new picture here. I'm going to press Save Changes. So now when we refresh our site, we can see that the banner has been changed, which is very cool. And also we can change the background of the site. We can also change the theme options. Now this is really cool because obviously our site is set up where we have a content and a sidebar. This is the content and this is the sidebar that contains all our widgets. Well, we can change that. We can move the content to the left, or the content to the right, and our sidebar to the left. So let's save that real quick. Let's see what it looks like. We'll press F5 to refresh, and we just move that over. Also, we can change the color scheme of our website. We can change it to the dark color scheme and save options. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, pretty nice. And then also we can change it to any one of these we want. So maybe I want sidebar, then content, then the sidebar. And we go back to our website and press F5, and there you go. We changed it. So that's everything I want to show you here. Try to play with WordPress as much as possible, and also go on YouTube, and you can also look up WordPress tutorials and find a lot of cool tutorials. And I want you guys to have fun with this, and email me if you have any questions, and good luck, and thanks for building your website on PreDDS.net.